ignore them or hope say it will go away, but if you know, eventually it will just continue to get worse, so to the point where you're not able to ignore them again because you don't become so unwell. So at that point of the journey, you know, at the very beginning, before even they get any symptom for particular cancers, then they get what they call screening, where you're not even aware, but then go call you, say, you know, let you go do this test. So breast cancer, you know, over the age of 40, and they begin to do screening in women. And then cervical cancer over the age of 25, they do cervical screening in women. And if you don't attend for that screening, then they're not able to diagnose them at that early stage. Then you wait for you develop symptoms. But some people they can get the symptom, but they can afraid. And it's understandable. You can afraid for go meet doctor, let you not tell you, say, well, that's the way they worry about that cancer now actually you get. It's very scary. Yeah, I can really understand that. But counterintuitively, it's better for let you know at an early stage. So we, you know, important for we all for support we loved ones, and you know, if they get any particular concerning symptom, at times just for even accompany them, you know, that the appointment can help for giving that courage, that confidence. Sometimes they get forget any bad news, let them not receive that news at then one. If they get for go for any test, let them not go then one and feel so, you know, emotionally traumatized. But again, this is not thing that where we will delve into in greater depth in some of the other shows. You mentioned fibroid, so common amongst Black women. Now a benign condition, not so cancer, but it can cause a lot of symptoms to women. Then it can affect their ability to get pregnant, or cause miscarriages, or cause pain, or a heavy period bleeding. So again, this we can talk about as we go along down the month. Born begin, you know, this culturally in something where, you know, in fact, I'll not even just say culturally, I think universally, you know, not every woman in wish for born picking, right? At times we can say, oh, maybe not just our own community, but we have to see patients and from name the ethnicity. Any woman, this not any woman in wish. And when it can find them difficult to let that happen, it can cause a lot of stress, emotional stress, sometimes depression. It affects the relationship. This will be a very important. I really look forward to that topic because the issue of infertility or subfertility not a 50-50 thing. 50% of the time, not because of a problem where they go on with the woman, where we're able to identify and sort out. 50% of the time, not because of a problem where they go on with the woman in partner, where we're able to identify and sort out. So this now, you know, it will be an eye opener for people when the time reach for love discuss them. So many other, you know, female issues, miscarriages, premature delivery, preeclampsia, very important, where can cause maternal death, where can cause death of the mother, you know, if we not do things early for pick them up. You know, I look forward for unpack and unpick them their issues there. So and then we just give we audience a little bit of knowledge and know how for navigate the healthcare system, especially in national England.
Yeah, thank you very much. And you touch on this very sensitive part where you talk about obviously when this is a woman, it can be difficult for them even like conceive, and because of age, some underlying issues there when a fibroid way, some of them can shame for come out and say, okay, Nathan, I get this, like go see me GP, or laughing, somebody will go talk to me, go encourage me, say, you need to go see your GP. And then the other side, probably the man, you understand? So you touch on them two things, then I think say it's a very sensitive, it's a very important topic where probably by your next show where we go once for you talk on it here in depth, so that at least people go able to understand, because you get this, they break relationships and so much in the UK. Why? People not really from the man himself. Before I bring in them, DJ Little, aka the Moses. I know say on the vaccine right now we did 20 million plus, and as you did na the surgical side, you see you get a GP practitioner. Obviously you part of this vaccine now. On the issue of the vaccine and all that stuff. Then how did it go so far for the UK?
Well, look, the UK, they do very well. The UK, they do very well. If you, as you mentioned, so in total, we get about, say, 21 million plus vaccine doses, then we would on give just over 20 million where now first dose vaccine. And then you get just under a million at the moment of people, and we don't get the second dose as well. And if you look at the statistics, so we get out of every 100 people that are in England, you get about 33 people where don't receive the vaccine. Out of we don't receive one dose, at least one dose of the vaccine. So that's about a third. Yeah. Now, if you compare to the rest of the world, that figure there, instead of 33, now about 3.3 at the moment. Now, of course, the rest of the world include developing countries, low-income countries, where for get a vaccine, for even pay for them, a huge difficulty, and WHO they can work with on a COVAX program. But yeah, in England, and they do well. I think what I don't they see from the last time I was on the show, they see a lot more ethnic minorities, and they come forward now, and they get that confidence. I think whether they hear it from a neighbor or family member, a friend, we don't go take the vaccine, and they're okay, because people can get understandably people can get a lot of hesitancy around the vaccine, and a lot of misinformation don't go on at the media and social media. But I feel pleased say that number they don't go up, because to be honest, the people that will be will not be the come forward in the beginning are the very people that we really need this vaccine, because now when you look all the statistics about who that they get the serious COVID infection and who that they unfortunately die from COVID, now majority now the ethnic minority, Asians and blacks. So they do well on that front at the moment.
Right, thank you very much. I go bring in me engineer when DJ Little, aka the Moses. You can say Cabo and push to the people there, and then just say one or two words. I'm sure you get something for Dr. Achmed.
Well, that's exactly what I would say. Cabo and Kushe to the people. As he said, Cabo Kushe mi pambo de muna Cabo. Dr. Achmed, I want to say Kushe. Thank you. From the last time we'll see you to now, you don't add pandy glowing. So carry on.
I know. we need that grease. We need the Vaseline.
So, whatever they said that vaccine they will agree for give we. You understand? We will make personal appointment to catch you. But it is well. You look well. So well done to you and the family. So obviously, again, just like what each say, I just want to reiterate the message and say welcome to Diaspora Voices, and thank you again for actually choosing Diaspora Voices and bringing Doctor to you to we own platform, and I'm sharing, because obviously you and your partners them when I get a great formula for success already. The whole idea of to say Doctor to you is such a nice way to reach out. It's warm, it's welcoming, and it takes away the fear factor away, because that means the doctor they come to you. So, but me, your first question before I even get to the meat, what I want to ask is, you touched on it earlier on at the start of the program, but an officer you reach inside IFA. I want to ask you, Dr. Achmed, why Diaspora Voices? Why you choose Diaspora Voices for be the platform for communicate your message to not only the Sierra Leonean people, but to the globe, because now we're in a global village.
Yeah, thanks very much. I mean, like I say, doctor to you, it gets a nice ring to it. The doctor they come to you, whosoever they live. And I think the name of any brand really, really important. So equally, Diaspora Voices, all right? That name then a very, very nice ring to the ear, because this is not a platform for talk to we diaspora, for talk to we people where they outside of Sierra Leone. And I know for say not so just Sierra Leoneans and they listen to this show, but other African communities them as well. And look, although while I can watch na Facebook, although una don't they go on since 2015, I know for say una don't be so active now the community for even longer than that. And when I get a good reach, Diaspora Voices gets over 1,600 people and where they actively follow now, and waiting when they put out, they reach so a huge number of people. And so you know, I think it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. For me, that a huge privilege for the next to icons like you, DJ Little, and you, DJ Ish, one of the icons in the community. One are so down to earth. You know, not to just for the music then, but so many other things them on that they do at the platform around health. Myself not a fan of una, and you know, not a privilege for they on una platform for able for share something on the lines of health to the community. So a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful privilege for me.
Thank you for that wonderful question, and thank you for your response. Equally, as you know, we self now a fan of Dr. Achmed, and we don't see the transformation where you don't put out and then the message. So long may that relationship, that brotherly relationship. And as you say, you don't highlight, you and Ish don't highlight a lot of the stuff. Then they will hopefully we get for unpack now this Kotokun. As Yusuf Ujalo can say, we get for unpack now this Kotokun. So once we put you and waiting come on no more now they can come. And so I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really excited. I wish every day could be doctor to you day so that when they get you there every day. So, obviously, but this is not the opportunity for also we people them at the diaspora, wherever they're not just people in the UK, whoever they reach out, and then you get 29 other days them for come up with your idea, send out to Ish, send out to myself, or even send out to Dr. Achmed on social media, say maybe not this topic I want to talk about. And based on the interest base, maybe because now once and for months they get Dr. Achmed, we will able to put two of them big topic then so we'll get real meat. You understand? So we'll talk about some things then because we know say now once and for months. So you want to talk about So when I say come up with ideas, then waiting Dr. Achmed go decide and go discuss and how we have to steer the ship, because this, as the program don't say, from now on after today, the program will be doctor to you on Diaspora Voices. So una make sure say una make let the doctor come to una by the first Monday of the month. Una make it easy for Dr. Achmed. So again, if I reach it, I don't know I'm going for stop for now. I will go back to DJ Ish, then I will come to me on health related questions then later. But welcome.
Okay. Thank you, DJ Little. Thank you very much. Thank you. And again, I'm very excited having Dr. Achmed on Diaspora Voices. So I hope say now I'm going to sit down, they do my own research, na the corner and all that stuff. They try for things they want.
They can't only know.
Things the way I mean medical things and the way I really get doubts over. I would try for put them down and then maybe reach out. Say, oh, Dr. Achmed, now this and it's just like waiting DJ Little say. We're privileged to have Dr. Achmed on this show, on this platform. So please, people, let's make use of this opportunity. If you're not comfortable of talking to somebody else, where you feel say he will share your private things outside, reach out to Dr. Achmed. Doctor to you, it come to you now. It don't create the platform. You know, so Dr. Achmed, I just want to give you an insight of you day-to-day, I mean, running of you surgery, you day-to-day. Like, what do you see? What you do? How your day can go like?
Yeah, thank you. So just also that just add to what you just say, you know, when people and they ask, you know, they can ask anonymously as well. You know, they can tell you or digitally to or say, look, you know, I get this question, but I don't want to let you announce saying so and so person ask this question or get an interest in this, because I think that they're really, really important. So that people will get that confidence for just, you know, ask what they want to ask and get the answer where they need to get. I mean, midday, now very, very interesting there. I mean, I can grab very early, go to bed very late. You know, una have the inspiration, you know, when I start the day, I get for do me exercise. You know, I ever start my day with some exercise, whether a half an hour, 45 minutes, or 20 minutes, however short or long, I get for do that. You know, make sure say I read something non-medical, right? I think this is a very nice routine for me. Read something inspirational, something non-medical. And you know, I think one thing was really important in life, now forget a goal, forget a written set of goals. And a very good not for just think and I but for write them down and for go over them. If you're able to do that at least once or twice a day, important. So that are all parts of meal routine. So I tell them a meal routine. I'm going to grab, exercise, read something inspirational, read me goals, and then get ready for work. So on my surgery days, then I can don't start normally by 8:30. Run a whole session at the moment, mainly in a telephone consultation. Although if I need for bring person in, or this is on the NHS, I need for bring person in for see them and examine them, I can do that. That can go on for maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30 until about 11:30, 12. And then I get a slot for see me patient and face-to-face where I need for see. And at times, some people ended it, they're very elderly, they're not even able for make them into the surgery if you want to see them. So you have to do a home visit. So you go see them at house, come back. If you get small time, eat your lunch. At times, time knocking day. Time knocking day, you get for begin the next clinic as well. I make that exercise in the morning very important for me. I need the energy booster than the energy booster than the. I say huge thanks. I say huge thanks to my wife because it can make sure say I get the right food, the right, for keep me going during the day. Because time knocking they really for going to shop set for go buy anything. Yeah, do me clinic in the afternoon. So on average, me day can done in terms of the clinic side by about 7:30 by the time they left. And then another exciting part of the day begins. So if I work at the NHS, then I get the doctor to you things and for do, get for record with vlogs, and put things them up, then read something about medicine, or watch diaspora voices. Like this weekend I've been watching how they do an exercise and the young DJ come on. Because I think you get for able for relax as well, and during the day. But there's the way I know they're on the NHS, then it's just doctor to you. So the morning can start the same way, just like I mentioned earlier. And then I on doctor to you with me team, plan the day, private business. So you get for you get for wear the hat of the marketing man, do your sales promotion, as well as the medical hat as a doctor as well. So all the multitasking they will not self can they do, myself the land and small. Myself the land and small.
So Dr. Achmed,
Yeah.
I just come in again. How beneficiary this platform where you create right now with your fellows then to the community as a whole? Because we know say some people can get difficulties like reaching out to the hospital. No matter what you do, they will tell you they cannot go to the hospital because there's so many things and they behind the curtain where we cannot unfold now. Yeah. So you can get late calls then wherein you can make that provision there for reach out to them people, and especially like what you mentioned, say you get some elderly patient then they can't come to the surgery, but you can able reach them. So is this such an opportunity for let we grab as you they part of that platform there?
Yeah, so I mean, waiting or activate now the home visiting side of it. So the home visiting side of that, I think we will go on for do at some point in the near future, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, we can see you on the video consultation and get advice. If you reach out to me through social media, the advice get for me general advice, because go not to the platform that never begin give personal advice, and I just through a formal appointment. Yeah, but the appointments they're open, very, very happy for help. Sometimes, not to say, I mean, not all the time we have one make a diagnosis of a condition. So a lot of the time, you just want a bit of reassurance about your symptoms. Something they happen to you, maybe you don't understand why they get, this headache, why my body they atianda, why this they happen, why that they happen. You just want somebody where they're able to extract that information from you and then tell you, say, well, actually, now this and this they happen. No worry, but if you do X, Y, and Z, things then go improve. But if you're not improved, then so for go. So that kind reassurance and navigation, they can help a lot of people.
Okay, so as from the time where you form this doctor to you and to now, waiting at the success from the Teuna form. Let's say, obviously, I know it's years back, right, or a few months back, wanna actually create this company, and to Usa on a day now. How successful are you guys?
Yeah, so we so Doctor is officially launched in September, and right now one of the things that what they go through. So September 2020. So one of the things that what they go through right now CQC registration, because one of the things that we're very big on, as you can see behind me, and quality consciousness. So CQC, Care Quality Commission. Now, like the, let's say, now the auditor of the health and social care sector in the UK. And they make sure if you get a registration, then a sign say yes, you really committed to quality. So that's a big thing we don't do at the moment. Would they get patients, and would they reach out to we, and would they help them in the way in the best way possible. We also through we vlogs them, and we get patients, and we can reach out to we as well on emails, and then they see something on YouTube or Facebook, then just want to ask a question, and we will give them a reasonable answer. I mean, it's not going to be the same answer as if you come through an appointment, because not only inside an appointment, we're able to really talk in detail about your specific situation and exactly what's going to happen. But it's growing. It's going from strength to strength, and long may that continue. Long may that continue.
Thank you. Before I bring on DJ Little, I get a personal text message where somebody just sent to me, and a pick on. Well, I'm sure he's now comfortable for. Let me ask this question. It's a man question where we all they go through now the UK. I'm sure a lot of guys then. In terms of the erection, some people let me say like, oh, he can just wake up in the morning or maybe at night, where he do with his partner, he get this problem like regularly. So waiting at the cause. With him, he says
so waiting to happen when they wake up or within bed. And not able to get erection.
And they get erection at all. Sometimes it goes for a week, there's no erection, no nothing. And then it is shame for actually talk to him with or discuss with his partner. So it actually bother him. So if there's an advice or maybe there's something he can do for actually improve on that.
Yeah, now a very, very important topic. I think a lot of men they can get erectile dysfunction, and they try to manage them as best as they can in their own way, and they talk to seek medical advice. You see, one thing about erectile dysfunction, I think it's good to understand the process of erection first of all, right? So it all starts initially from the brain. You get a psychological process. So number one, if you're not physically attracted to your partner for whatever reason anymore, it no matter waiting happen, you go struggle to get an erection. So then they're really important. So you get that psychological aspect, but then you get the, you get for them, so well, that signal they get for go to the actual organ, the penis, right? And if there's a problem with the nervous pathway, so you get for waiting something don't happen at the brain, right, where they affect that signal pathway, or where it don't reach to the penis. Now the blood get for flow into the penis, and then at times you get a problem with the blood vessels, the arteries there where they take blood go towards the penis, and so I mentioned then stages and there because erectile dysfunction a lot of times it actually so important because not just a problem with just erection alone. At times they tell you, say, maybe you get uncontrolled high blood pressure, and some people and most people are not going to get even any symptom. You don't even get headache where you get high blood pressure. At times they tell you, say, maybe you get diabetes where you're not even aware of, or if you're aware of it, your diabetes is not well controlled. At times they tell you, say, you get something they call high cholesterol, where the fat inside with blood, maybe too much, and it reduces the flow of blood to the penis. So it can be an early warning. And then blood vessels and where they go to the penis, now the same size, pretty much almost as the blood vessels and where they supply the heart, where if they block, they get a heart attack or even sudden cardiac death. So erectile dysfunction can be the first warning for a lot of the other problem there. So the first thing where I would say, well done for actually reaching out to you for tell you this problem. And if you listen, or if you go talk to them back and tell us enough, let you now get the courage and go talk to a GP. If you feel more comfortable with the booking appointments, maybe let you ask for a male GP. If you say it will be more difficult for talk to a female GP, let you ask for a male GP if one available in surgery register with, and then they will run then test there. So try for workouts, waiting at the problem before even they get to the stage of Viagra. Or at times they can use something like Viagra whilst they try for workouts and make sure say you don't get any of the other underlying problems there. So you see, if not a psychological problem, so some man then can they maybe not get any of the other physical problem than they, but then just one time, they try for getting intercourse with a partner, it gets an erection problem. That it can feel so embarrassed, they feel like, waiting not happen. Then any 10 hour it try for get intercourse, it gets a memory. So that psychological problem, then they come back and then they impact them big time. So sometimes you just need a bit of a boost with Viagra, right? Get you going, get your confidence back. And then sometime after you use Viagra 2 or 3 times, you don't need it again, but it's still really important for do the other check and then for make sure so you don't get any, not a warning of any serious underlying problem.
Wow, you touch on something really very important, as in it's common to the young man then by using all the extra thing just for boost them sexual appetites. But again, how safe? Because I'm looking at the damaging side of this like Viagra, things and the way that they take for boosting sexual appetite. Because sometimes we don't know our medical history. We don't know if we cholesterol don't go up, whether we get high blood pressure and all that stuff. Then we go take them here. How damaging it is to people that we not actually know the condition.
Yeah, so the potential harm, it can be quite significant. So definitely before you go take Viagra, it's worthwhile or any other similar type of medication. It's worthwhile for get a conversation with your doctor first, okay? So that they will give you an advice on safety for your own individual circumstance. You see, some people can then get some other underlying problem, or then they take other certain medication. Then, where if you take Viagra, a disaster, right? Sometimes you get, coronary heart disease, or you don't get a heart attack or stroke, but you're afraid for it forever take Viagra. There is a safe period. So all anything, and the way you talk to a doctor, he will tell you, say, okay, if you take this medicine, but as long as you not take them within 24, 48 hours of whilst you take Viagra, okay. But you get forget that conversation, they let you do them in a safe way. For the next man, not good at all for take them, come what may. But then there are other things, there are other things than where they can give. Some man they can take Viagra, they work or similar medicines. Maybe in need an injection of a certain type of medication, a prostidil, they call them, waking help. They get pumps them, but you get forget that conversation. Not suffer in silence, basically. Not suffer in silence, and you need the support of your partner. Because some of the other things, the way they use them, you need the support. Viagra, for example, you normally say try for take them within about half an hour and before you get sexual intercourse. Now, not all men can able plan that day for say it's going to happen in 30 to 60 minutes. You understand? So you see, well, you need the support of your partner. You need the support of your partner who say, okay, yeah, this will go on, but I will take her now, and then we'll try for work things so that it will be more successful. Because at the end of the day, for Lionel to get an enjoyment out of the whole process.
Thank you very much. Right, listeners, another hearing from the doctor himself. This is just an introduction of Dr. Achmed today on Diasporal Voices. We get so much. What would you look forward to for next month? I honestly can't wait, because there's so much we'll get for discuss, and there's so much way you get for give out to the public. Now I go bring can DJ Little, aka the Moses.
Well, we are not jealous, first of all, sir, because DJ Ish has stolen the show. You've been amazing. I have to say, you've been amazing. Well done. Well,
Thank
you've been amazing. But I think I'm very cautious. I'm glad the way you talk and say, we know one color we good old doctor to you can give all team one team, especially for one topic, because while they can for all the kotoku today, pull all the mabu them, and then we reach out. You understand? The person will send you that text there. Well, you know benefit because I don't get no advice from the doctor to you. So I be the hope say the doctor to you will be put also the local remedy where go say sometimes they just go back and just begin sweet talk. Maybe that necessary will change because maybe I need a vex fast all man at the host. You know what I mean? Maybe stop for vex. You know, all that stress, change your level, as you say, change the game. You know what I mean? If you play left side now the pitch, begin to play right side now the, you know, all that in a day. But we go reach there, we'll come for the full match. I like good old doctor.
No, but that DJ Little, before you go further, I think there's one free advice or free medicine where people are not actually know say it's there, it's free.
Yeah.
Trust me, sometimes when you go out, if even for a walk or jog or run, it helps 110% for boost you confidence and then give you an extra energy. I don't know, Dr. Achmed, you can elaborate on that.
Sir, this is not on the topic for this, eh?
No, but this is free. No, because it's a therapy. It's a therapy.
That's true.
Yeah, no, exercise very important. I agree with you on that. Absolutely important. And everything DJ Little also mentioned, so important because, like I'd say earlier, things get to be right psychologically. At times, not just that way you need. Okay, when you can't see me in clinic, I will talk to you about foreplay and all that thing. And it's in a way you can do because it really, really important. That people can see them as a taboo topic, but certain things that if they're not, they happen. You want to go from cold to warm straight away. No, you get to go through the gears. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, DJ Little, you can continue, sir. Sorry for the interruption.
No, that's fine. Dr. Achmed, thank you. You don't answer DJ Ishin question. Maybe they born for us for the last how many years in their life. Finally, good old doctor don't prevail. You know what I mean? But as the doctor said, we can use a third party. And see, don't make up this third party for him. You know, I can't tell you. Instead, don't get the advice to let go this third party. So DJ Ish, I will put aside the envelope. The doctor don't give the advice.
I don't pen and down, sir.
So, anyway, as I say, I'm more conscious. So I want to touch base on so many. The other thing where interest to me now, something where very close to your heart, where you team up with one of we own sister them, when Mrs. Fatih Kamara, you understand? When kidney disease, obviously, part of one half of the kids when chronic kidney disease, a charity where you set up because obviously you don't always give back to the community and so much. Waiting at the importance of a good and healthy kidney for mortal man, for person basically. I don't want to just focus on either man or woman. Waiting at the importance of a good old functioning kidney.
Very, 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 very important. I mean, all the organs are important. If one organ go down, we're able to survive fully. I mean, you can survive with just one kidney. And if you get a family member or sometimes even a very, very good friend, we get a terminal kidney problem. As long as your 2 kidneys are okay, you're able to donate one of your kidneys then to that person there. So you can survive with one of your kidney. But if you lose your kidney function completely, it can be detrimental. So one of the common ways where this can happen over a long period of time, what they call chronic kidney disease. And that's the charity they're all about, kick chronic kidney disease. If your kidneys are not work properly, they affect your blood pressure, all right? But interestingly, if you also get uncontrolled blood pressure, that they also affects your kidney function, and they cause this chronic kidney disease where your function will reduce over time. And if that happen, then your risk of stroke significantly higher. And just like how you see the body, so they interact so much. So if you begin, they lose your kidney function, it can be for so many reasons. So I don't mention hypertension, but it could also be because of diabetes, high cholesterol, you know, or at times we diet, especially if the diet's very high in salt. If you lose, when you lose your kidney function completely, you're not able to filter your blood, right? So you gotta wet and pass urine, but the urine where they make now a poor quality urine, and then you build up lots of toxic material in your blood. And if you reach a certain stage, they not do anything. You know, you don't lose your function so much where you need something else for takeover, such as dialysis, or if it's so bad, then you need a kidney transplant. So the whole aim of this charity now for educates people and increase the awareness about what they can do for improve their kidney, let it not deteriorate to that point then. So yeah, I mean the 11th of this month now, World Kidney Day. So you know that's the way one way they engage with me on social media, we really talk a lot about that. Yeah, so you know, look after your kidneys and look after your kidneys are really, really important.
Wow. So when you talk, thank you. When you talk, say obviously the 11th of March now, World Kidney Day, and you go there at the now you own personal platform, when at the Doctor to You platform, waiting at the theme, the message this year, because we know say every year WHO can lead with a theme. You get you get an idea what at the theme this year and how you they plan for communicate that message day to the diasporans.
Well, yeah. I mean, the theme always now about, you know, creating that awareness, because sadly you don't lose a significant proportion of your kidney function and you not get any symptom. And by the time where you begin to get the typical symptoms, sometimes when a leg swelling or, you know, severe tiredness or lethargy, wait and check your kidney function at that stage, it's too late. And so the whole idea is now for create that awareness there. And if you get underlying conditions like what I mentioned, hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, or even obesity, right? Obesity, so that where you get excess weight, way unhealthy for you. You know, if you're aware of that, then you go take measures then for control. So now the awareness, that is always the theme. And of course, I mean, I don't know exactly what in WHO they do this year because so much attention there on COVID and COVID. But you know, with COVID, it's so important to not lose sight of all the other important health issues they are. So, because if your kidney function not good and then you get COVID, then the outcome can be so good. Can be so good. So yeah, on that day in particular, from we're not able to do anything physical this year, like we all, but we will go on social media and try for share the message about what you can do for prevent your kidney function for deteriorate to points where you will need dialysis or even kidney transplant.
Wow, very interesting topic. Very, very interesting topic. Yes, DJ Little, I don't say you get more for Dr. Achmed.
Just say we get just about 50. I will come over to DJ Ish. You understand? I will come over to DJ Ish now, and then because I want for that we talk about just within the last 5 minutes. I'll just talk about the good old UK health, the vaccine. Nadine Zahawi, the health vaccine minister, they do an amazing job. Ish talk and say we don't touch the 20 million target. Vaccinated people who don't vaccine, don't take the vaccine, as well as over 1 million people don't receive the second dose of vaccine. But also, we get people that were frail, people that were old. To date, we see a lot of attention being paid towards Prince Philip, the Queen husband, at 99 years of age. Then they try for more and fine, all kind cushion and pad, and they give them for like reach that golden age of 100 years. You know, obviously, not so you know the Prince Philip in personal doctor, but if you now Philip in personal doctor. Let's just assume say you get a 99-year-old person where you look after now as the doctor where responsible, and the family, the member, they say, look, no matter what's happening, we want to let this person reach 100 years. In Badena June, we want to let it reach 100 years. What's whose kind of advice are you going to give to that family there? Or based that naturally at that age, there are so many other ailments who don't kick in because of the age, the body not to the same again, and then the lifestyle where the person go don't live. And what would you be saying? What kind of advice you go give to that family member there to say, obviously, not to you, not God, but what kind of advice you go give from a medical point for ensure say that golden old day reach to that wonderful milestone of 100?
Yeah, a good question. And the first important thing where you touch on, no doctor is God, right? And just like how you're not going able to say, well, I will guarantee you say you will reach a certain age, but also, if somebody really sick, you're not going able to guarantee say you're not going able to live for 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 months, however long. But I understand the question. One thing when we don't observe with elderly patients them. So on the one hand, for let somebody don't reach their age then you're gonna say naturally now somebody way very healthy, right? What I mean by this is a lot of the one that we maybe not so lucky with their health will probably don't die at the age of 70, 80, maybe 90. But for let you don't reach that age, that means say you don't do something well, or they don't look after you well now your life. But of course, naturally you don't pick up certain medical condition them. And Prince Philip getting cardiac condition, and he gets him bladder problem them. I don't know the details. But you just get to be realistic, because statistically the chance, number one, the chance for let you die at that age is much higher than say if somebody they 40, even without any illness. So you go just sleep no more, you not wake again. And if the person become really, really sick, you get for take into account, well, waiting to be that person there in which, what I mean by that, waiting to be that person there in which, for instance, if you develop a serious medical condition where something will need that person there for. Because sometimes for let you keep person alive, you get for treat them aggressively with certain medication them, you get for take them maybe to intensive care, supporting organs them, and so the illness itself improve, and then you try for see if you're able to pull their machine and they off the person. So waiting at that person they in which if something like that's happened, and then you be realistic to the person if they're able to talk to you, if they're well enough to talk to you, and the family members, and say, well, look, if somebody at that age become severely ill, go to intensive care, etc., or then get a stroke, and I say, Lord, resuscitate, then get a heart attack, cardiac arrest, and I say, well, Lord, do everything possible, but get them to that stage and you resuscitate. The chances for let them be the same person where them be in terms of their intellect, their strength physically, the chances are very slim. So you get to forget all that discussion, and then you make a sensible decision together in the best interest of the patient. So now, a long-winded answer, but really that is the answer. That is the answer. That then discussion, and then you get to get with the patient. Yeah.
Okay. Well, me, I'm glad I can't over now to each we go take and go down the road. I'll just take a write on a small pencil. I don't write on a pen. So just in case, the reason why I can deliberately write on with pencil. So even if I go to reach, if I reach 99, it go don't fade away. So maybe the decision I go make now, where I'm 45, so may not be the decision I go on, because maybe I go be too greedy. So when they go ask me, say, Mr. Wahab, Mr. Wahab, Mr. Wahab. When I say yes. When you don't also, when you the 6 so you still allow me to give you the injection, then at the turn around, look me that me great grandpicking and go there around. Maybe me great grandpicking go carry try other party way, just turned 21. And look, I say, yes, I was still there around, because that 21-year-old nobody can steal. So but I go say, but if you don't write something when you 45, I say like, no, na pencil I be right, I not clear, I not see. So anyway, over to you, DJ Ish. Thank you for that response.
Let just respond to somebody. BB writes, he asked a question, Dr. Achmed. He says, premature ejaculation is also common. How can we help our men? Before actually carry the last question to you.
Now you start this question, you know. Now you start this one also. Sorry, doctor. This is not on the show for that. Anyway.
If for audience them engage and ask the question, we answer them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, no. So premature ejaculation very, very closely linked to erectile dysfunction. So at times, the problem not so with the erection. At times, the problem now with the premature ejaculation. And when I say premature ejaculation, look, if you look statistics, then the average time to ejaculation for the average man, studies that we don't do, is about 3-point-something minutes. And then the average intravaginal ejaculation, so from the time where you don't penetrate the woman, that time is less than a minute. But the whole point of anything else is not a two-way thing. You know, whether you ejaculate at 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, 20 minutes, whenever you ejaculate, have you satisfied your partner? You know, your partner feels satisfied at all? That is the question. So it can happen at any time where the partner not feels satisfied, then it's premature ejaculation. So what you can do for help? Well, it's very difficult. I think you get for difficult. What I mean by that is it's difficult for just give an answer. So you get for really go through the detail with that particular individual. They're waiting, they happen, waiting till they happen. You know, sometimes, you know, I can tell you some of the things that we're making advice with certain patients. Then is again, it comes down to foreplay. Okay, can you satisfy your partner in other ways before you actually penetrate the vagina? Right? Can you do that? And if you can, and you can satisfy your partner, then you find out that that time to ejaculation not it becomes so important anymore. Not it becomes such a big deal. And you get local anesthetics, then where you can use. But sometimes Viagra can also help, because if you're able to maintain an erection after you don't ejaculate, for some man, them at least then they will help them from get through that phase, and then slowly build the confidence. At times that's psychological as well. A lot of the time, you know, it don't happen once with a particular partner, and then the next time you see the person, you might begin afraid. You don't begin to feel certain way, and say it happened again. So you don't lose. You almost don't. If I can say it this way, you don't lose the game before the game don't begin. All right. So it's a complex issue. You forget the discussion with a partner. But what you can do if you ask for your partner is support your partner. You know, support your partner. Not let it feel underwhelmed at all. You know, not let it feel less of a man, because then it don't happen. Try for show understanding. And support them and say, look, it's okay. You know, make like say self, it not bother you at all, because that will take the pressure off the man. And at the end of the day, you want to get less pressure so that it will also be able to get a satisfactory sexual intercourse.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Achmed. Well, BB, if you're still watching, Dr. Achmed on say I'm all. And if you want more details, you can contact Dr. to you. Right. My very last question before we round up, Dr. Achmed, because we've seen at the news and the UK population is very, very cautious, very, very vigilant, very, very scared about this new Brazilian variant way don't come at the UK looking for these 6 passengers. How scary it is for the UK, because since we try for ease, we're there on the roadmap for open everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think look, the thing with them viruses there, so is then they change periodically, okay, and it possible say it can change to a variant way more aggressive in terms of infection, or a more aggressive in terms of the amount of serious illness, serious type of COVID illness is the way they cause, or a more aggressive in terms of the percentage of people that will die if they get them. And the Brazilian variants, it cause a lot of havoc within Brazil at the moment. And as you rightly say, we don't get a few cases there. So we get a few, some cases, and then Scotland as well. We're not directly linked with the UK cases then. But what you see right now, the contact tracing. So that they try very, very hard for find and trace that network of either people and we don't come across, then people also we get the Brazilian strain, or people and we don't come up, we don't get in touch with them, and then we don't get in touch with them, so everybody just need for keep calm. The honest truth is we not 100% really know whether it will change the course of action in terms of the efficacy of the vaccine. And also the fear is the vaccine that we will get so far not going to be as effective against the Brazilian strain as the strain where we predominantly get as soon as the UK. So yeah, we therefore be a little bit alarmed. And people and experts and scientists and in the monitor the situation. And this is the unpredictability of the whole thing, with the hopes no more than we will keep them on the course, and we will hopefully get out of the lockdown as soon as possible.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that's my last word. And again, people, as from Dr. Achmed tonight, this not just the these are just introduction. Although yes, we dive into small topic them and all that stuff, but like it's got a whole package where every last Monday of the month, Dr. Every first Monday of the month, Dr. Achmed go there for actually bring the doctor to you. He bring kind of your doorstep. You don't need for go fight for go look for him. He bring kind of your doorstep. So you'll be here. Any question, anything where they run through you right now, write and down. Now your opportunity where you see Dr. Achmed back next on Diaspora Voices for AXAM, And just before I hand over to Dr. Achmed again, DJ Little, I know say you want wrap up or say the last word, but I can give Mr. Achmed, Dr. Achmed, let's just give a summary of the whole program tonight and waiting people and we expect the next show where you go dinner.
So I will just say me on, and then I think say be fitting for let Dr. Achmed get the last word of the program. So I just want to say thank you, Dr. Achmed, and thank you to all we viewers them. We watch and we contribute to them. Bibi, good question. Ishmael in secret party, good question. So all of them people in there. So we tell them that thank you for that. So but like I said, I'm excited. I really are genuinely excited. And say doctor to you, they come through Diaspora Voices. And again, just a good chance to say from the start, if we could do this more than once a month, then it will be even nicer. But obviously, we got to respect Dr. Achmed in schedule. And we got to respect Dr. Achmed in schedule and take what they get for now. And because we will appreciate them. But inside that once a month, that first Monday, we will try to squeeze as much. As you said, we're going to run on 1 or 2 topics. But inside it, we're going to take in quite a lot of the questions them or interest-based them we want to go on for the talk about. And if coronavirus still there with we, we're going to also give a little bit of update on coronavirus. So if I reach there, I want to say once again, welcome to Diaspora Voices, Dr. Achmed, with Dr. to you. We look forward for seeing you and hearing more of you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Diaspora Voices. Thank you, DJ Ish, DJ Little. I think this is now a great opportunity. And I think this, the value where people will get from this show entirely depend on their participation as well. When I come with questions and queries and come with them in advance, and we can able to tailor the show based on the things that we will now talk about. We go, like I said, we will try to focus on 1 or 2 topics then, but we will be flexible. If during the show people they ask a lot about particular things, then we will do it best for giddy people and waiting they want. I mean, the human body. If you think about the human body, we get so many organs, we get so many diseases that where they affect and different organs them from your head to your toe. So there's so much to discuss, and I know for say anything we'll discuss will be of value to every single person out there, whether you get up now or whether you will come across them later on. So now just engage and support diaspora voices as much as possible, so that Miss Egbe will give the best of myself. That's our Awangi. Everybody when they come through this platform, the best of myself, because I think knowledge is power, and if you're educated about your symptoms, then that discussion, two patients then can get the same condition, but the pathway to the diagnosis can be different, just simply because you get one way a little bit more aware about waiting they go on. And if you're more aware, you're more likely to get the best out of your interaction with your doctor then. So, I look forward to the next few months. Yes, once a month for now, really tricky for doing more frequently than that, but you never know what in the future holds. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much, Dr. Achmed. As Sunadoyeri from Dr. Achmed, we just want to say a massive thank you to you viewers there, we listeners them. Feel free if you want watch the show again. The show will be available on YouTube. You can go and you can follow me on SL Diasporal Voices. Go to our YouTube page, like, share, make your comments, and then if you get any question we want to ask before you see Dr. Achmed back at this platform, text me or call me. Your informations are private and confidence. We go reach out to Dr. Achmed, and then Dr. Achmed will talk about them. But if you feel say you want to talk to Dr. Achmed directly, wait to Eden at this program back, you can call the program, and then you reach out to her. Or ideally, you can go online in page Doctors for You, and then you can just maybe inbox them. Then it will actually make waiting your inquiry relevant to you.
So
but
I don't put the website on ish. It's www.doctortoyou.co.uk. So you can people that can go online at the website there, or send them an email at info@doctortoyou.co.uk. So that's another way where they can reach Dr. Achmed privately as well.
Yeah. So if you look under this page right now, you will see the website the Doctors to You. So it's easy. And we're once more again, Dr. Achmed, we just want to thank you for your time, for making possible for dinner this platform tonight. We thank you very much, and we look forward for see you again for unveil so many things for talk about, for educate we, for make sure you bring calm the knowledge to we through diasporal voices. Once again, I want to say thank you, and I want to say thank you again to my technical director, my CEO, with DJ Little, aka the Moses. I just want to say thank you again, and thank you to the audience them. So
I can nominate a topic quickly for next month. Let me put me on quickly, I beg.
You can put Dr. Achmed on the firing spot, no problem. He's there.
Okay, thank you. Just me on for next week is for look at personality disorder, because you get people then where the government don't put them rules and regulation, but still, me brother, it's difficult for them to embrace the message. So yeah, maybe one of me on request next month. Ali, Dr. Achmed, is personality disorder, because I believe say that then a medical disease, because you get people that were inside the medical field when health and healthcare professionals them, and continuously the message no register, and then they flounce the rules, then they disrespect the government guidelines, and more so than they disrespect them professionalism, and then they put them patient at risk. So maybe sometimes that's a medical issue, because if you don't spend 5 to 6 years in a school, they study from college to university, and then you qualified as a healthcare professional, then you go about gallivanting and flaunting the rules, and then you showcase that in social media, then I'm not going to say no more, you stupid, but I will always probably try for mitigate the person in stupidity, for just justify the person in stupidity. Maybe there's a bit of personality disorder there. So let's talk about that a little bit more. And I want to focus especially on healthcare professionals with medical personality disorders, because really that's all I can say without not focusing on the subject, because I'm absolutely livid. I'm not going to talk too much on that, because, my parents are still alive. I like my family, because we're person sick na head, the person they try for get advice, now they go take name for Kanchuk.
Well, over to you, Dr. Achmed, before I wrap up.
Well, yeah, look, personality disorder are actually a recognized mental health disorder, a psychiatric disorder. but then people in the way they describe, probably not a personality disorder that then get. Because normally the one that we get, then self can find them very difficult for control, waiting and they do because of the mental health disorder. But yeah, I agree. People in way ought to know better. People in way ought to know better. Healthcare professionals, should be doing more and setting a much better example. And now, then they urge the GMC and the NMC for strike off or suspend and doctors and nurses them where they give really, really wrong advice, against all the scientific evidence. If anybody get a chance for watch the Panorama program, I think 2 Wednesdays ago on the 15th of February now for watch it, and they actually talk about waiting and they try for do against some of the nurses and the doctors. And maybe they're on one particular video, maybe they circulate around. So then they actually look for strike or suspend doctors and nurses then, where they go against the medical evidence. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Dr. Achmed. We look forward again for get you now this same platform again for Educate We. Thank you for taking your time, and then thank you to all the viewers and audience. Please, wanna try for engage the next 10 way Dr. Achmed is there. Wanna make sure you don't write questions them and everything. Get them ready or send them to we. Then we go make them easy. We go actually choose a topic. But again, 3 weeks along the line, the flyer go don't come out. We go don't choose a topic where Dr. Achmed go don't choose a topic where they can talk about now this same platform. So once again, say thank you, and we go left you now, Dr. Achmed. Thank you very much. Thank you to our viewers. Thank you to the audience. Thank you, DJ Little. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, just stay on the line whilst I just come in with the advert, and then we'll take leave from there. Okay, we're safe to talk.
Okay.
All right, well done, sir.
Thank you, Achmed. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, well done to you guys. I mean, the time they go quick, eh?
Hey. Yeah, I know.
The time they really,
the time they go quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one or two topic will be okay. To be honest, we'll probably even struggle with 2 topics. It depends on how engaged people in there. So if people engage
I think it's good the lineup. If we get one topic and then we open until generally waiting to happen to unfold within the month, and then if we also get a heads up from you, like the waiting the trend at the country, like the theme of that month, so there could be possible 2 themes within the healthcare sectors where the trend. We can also take then and then do a general quick Q&As about those, or general conversation about that, and then do the trend. For example, see like what you mentioned earlier. So it would be good to have one key topic and then watch waiting at the market share. You understand? Yeah. In terms of the yeah. No, that is the panorama one with the talk about mommy. Yeah, now old one. We're not the same for go watch. I will say they watch waiting we don't play. Yeah, we're still in a meeting with Dr. Achmed.
Yeah, I think that would be good, Achmed. That would be good. Is because the next show will be we not get for diving too much. It's you now you get for actually talk about your topic, and then if you want to ask me something for let we ask or wait till we think, then we can come in. But purely it's you talking about your topic, talk about what you think, the disadvantages and all that. Then if people want to engage, they can engage and all that. So we'll just be here, like as in just we self will be like spectators.
Yeah, I think waiting will be good because
I think we still have to steer the ship with Dr. Achmed, similarly like how the format wants to, isn't it?
Yes, I think so, because you see, let it not just become like a monotonous thing.
Yeah.
You know, let them just, so I mean, I can able guide now. So like every topic, for example, you can get the waiting at the symptoms, them, we're waiting at the test, them, where they go do, or waiting at the treatment. So like when I can come in and ask me them questions, I don't mind, I can draft the questions and the things that when I can ask.
Okay.
After I don't do a 1 or 2 term, you actually don't get and the whole thing. But it's very similar to the questions they won't have they ask.
So it's just having it in that structure way. So to they take them from first of all from symptoms to diagnosis, from diagnosis to prognosis, cure, and then possible, and then we look at the general well-being based on the nature of the topical they talk about. So for example, where as in you can look at in terms of support packaging and all of that kind of thing. Anyway, to remedize that particular ailments they will talk about. You understand? How about that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think if we just run through something like that. Well, before I go send one like the actual general format. So it will start from, like I say, waiting person can experience the first time, any the symptoms. So say right through to the journey to the point where you diagnose, treat, prognosis, and then any management support we can put through. So if not like they ask me them, then we can dive in now and expand. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So
go on. The other thing we have to say is I think we also need for look at, because the reason I ask that last question, I bring that last statement, Dr. Achmed. I don't know that you see there was a social media video we go around. Certain individuals, husband and wife, both are healthcare professionals. One of them celebrates 50-year birthday inside a house party. There was nothing less than.
I not see.
There's about 20 to 25 people then, and in that house there's about 4 of them that live in the house together. So there's 4 people. There's a mother, father, and 2 kids. But on the day in the house there was at least 20 to 25 people in the house, and from them 20 to 25 people, and I can tell you, say 10 of them are healthcare professionals. 15
are healthcare professionals. 15.
Yeah.
It's not our own community, so.
That's Southeast London.
Wow.
And these are not just healthcare professionals. These are band 6s and band 7s. So they're no waiting at the game. They're no waiting and they do. And the compliance was nothing less than disgraceful.
Yeah.
And
not
and
nice,
then they get the cheek for put on social media.
Yeah, it was live on Facebook.
Not even to be careful because.
Thank you. Then they use this against them as evidence.
They calm down on people, and they have to be careful.
They have to use this against them as evidence, and they're not realizing because we know, for example, in human resources, I get a friend with and a senior manager now. Then they actually add these now into people they contract. They get right for go into your social media account. You understand? And take evidences. Somebody they will go off sick with and sack. Now be HCA. Now one of the word them, you understand? They go off sick, but she was a YouTuber. You understand? Nearly 10 months he been there off sick, but then pull all the evidence of in YouTube videos them. Then sack her, you don't believe what they sack her.
So I mean, I think that the format will work, and coronavirus get for still there with me, so we'll give space as well for a little bit of that and any other things that were they gone at the time.
Because I think the most common thing with the man and the woman and the fertility is very, very common, Achmed. It's unbelievable in our community.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, come on.
No, honestly, because I meet some people away like they ask questions, then they talk to we and all that, and they ask questions, but then they shy away for like discussing with other people. Then, so I think
I've got a different view, and I'm sure the doctor will go me view, go understand me view. So they come up from one of my views. Then this is simple, okay? Is the fact that this very common thing where they see so about erectile dysfunction is because we as people, Selenian people, the men, the average Salon man does not know how to entice his partner or his wife. They just want to go fuck them. I'm sorry to say, you understand? They just want to sleep with their wife. You understand? Literally, I've got a hat on, I want to put it in. You understand? That's how you see your wife. And unless, Achmed, you know they are, because this topic question at the top, so that's until we don't plan, we don't get to plan.
You're not still live on YouTube, eh? You're live on YouTube?
No, we're not.
No. The program is just the music. You understand? And it's ridiculous that I don't think we should be justifying that. But I mean, I'm saying we need to go back and ask ourselves if there is a disconnect, which you touched on. You understand? How do I make that happen again? You understand? And I'm not just blaming the men. Some of the women are a factor, because some of the women, they just wanted the man can sleep it and quickly, because in a rush for get back on the phone. You understand? Because if you and talk to Sally, you understand? So you want to get back to Sally as quick as she can. So you rather lay down there like letter I, knowing that a man, they can sweat for them inside 5 minutes, and then you come on there, they go back straight to Sally on the phone. Yeah, you know, be see the program, that Nigeria movie. Literally, somebody's just been with you. You know what I mean? And literally, we're not even spend time at the bed for another 10, 15, 20 minutes. Stay in the bed, in the nature you are. You understand? And get that physical body chemistry to bond. You understand it? It's so much. So it's literally, we need to look at this holistically, not just as Achmed said, the medical part of it. Yeah, we need to tap into our natural self. What do you want from a woman? And it starts from the get-go. Because when you meet this woman as a girlfriend, the first thing you do not tiff, you go tiff. So the first thing you started that relationship on giving her 5 minutes. You understand? And then it ended up becoming a proper relationship. We're gonna end up for day together. And then you went on from 5 minutes. You understand? The best impression you can give to her is 15 minutes. And that 15 minutes there, it's not really actually, that's when you made the effort. Because you have to go play football, Sunday football. You understand? Morning. So you're literally trying to hurry up to get out of the door by then 9 o'clock morning for go meet the man there. You understand? And for drive go up the road na Peckham. You understand? For go play football. You know, it's all that kind of, you need to change the game. We need to change the game. So there's a lot, we are all at fault. We are all at fault. And then when you come out now, so when you become some sort of like a cheat, you go meet the next partner, that woman there now, because you go friend or you don't go spend time, you finally pay 75 pounds now hotel. You understand? And you get yourself like half a day. No, the same thing where you spend that five minutes when you spend is the same 5 minutes. The only difference is you have more time with that person there. You understand? So it means you don't impress them. So that man, hey, but what me man has, my boyfriend has stallion. No, or this girlfriend want to get here, you will not be pass me wife. Now lie. Literally, it's the same 5 minutes that you were spending on your wife. It's the same 5 minutes. It's just because when I get more time. True or false? If I reach here, I go left and lady professional. No, that's my science. That's a
No, I think you touch on it. I mean, and they're really important. A lot of the time, that is the issue. Like if you're not okay, if the psychological aspect of it not okay, then the time where you spend for cuts, you partner, and all that thing, and they, if it's not there, then it affects everything else. Yeah, it affects everything else. So it's now that's now lawmaker.
No, Achmed, it's up to you. It's up to you. You come up with a topic. These are just suggestions. No more. It's up to you. You come up. You get 3 weeks for think about something. You know, you come up whatever topic you come up with.
Let's see. So for me, I don't mind. Like sometimes like you they read more self within the community, waiting at the topic the way people and they go on, but where they really monitor them. Well, like if we do one month, we do like a women's topic. Inside the women's topic, we'll try for touch on 1 or 2. Maybe the next time we do a men's health topic, and then the next time, or you do. The thing is, if we do 1 women and 1 men, sometimes we're not going to do a good service to whichever one at the second topic, because we'll probably end up for spend more time on the first one.
Yes.
Then maybe the next month we'll do like a general one where they affect both men and women.
No problem. Since we get to Ace now the grown and
fertility is a good one.
Me and Little go discuss on things that we and topics them. Then we will bring and come to you, say, Dr. Achmed, now this we are now this. What do you think about this topic?
Yeah, at times you can get poll them back where you can put on our Facebook where you can you can ask you on our members. So
Yeah.
like if we come up with maybe 3, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks to go.
Okay, yes. Yeah. And then see the more response we get on, more response we get on each and every topic, then we go choose that topic there. That's another thing.
We go just give them either 2 or 3.
Okay.
We will give them 2 or 3. Let not give them too much choice, and they can choose one.
Yeah. You have to guide them. You have to guide them.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, sir, Dr. Achmed. Thank you very much. We will allow you let go now.
No problem, man.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The good
welcome,
doctor.
Man.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Okay,
yes.
bye.
Yeah, all the best.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Bye. Say hello to the family. Well done. Dr. Ish.
Yes, sir.
Well, later. You done well.
Really?
You did a good job.
I've been afraid. I said, me boss, they listen.
You did a good job.
Thank you, sir. I'm learning.
Well done. Yeah.
I'm learning.
We're going. It's going to be a good program. We just have to run it like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, but if we decide to come up with some two feel say it's beneficial for the community or some two it's good to talk about, then we can talk about some and then send on to Achmed and ask him what he think if we should go with that topic or maybe just include them onto it to get for discuss.
Yeah.
No,
that's true. I agree. Well done, son.
Thank you. I'll reach out to.
He enjoys the program. I think because what we do is make it a good way that it's bite size, and then they're able to understand the message, and they are able to support us in that.
Yeah.
And that way, it's easier.
Definitely.
Mm.
I will reach out to is it next week Tuesday, right? For Vambaden.
If you don't contact them, yeah.
Now send Fifi message. If he call me back, he call me this not but I just send a message. I'll talk to her later.
Right, Fatih, we need to go to Fatih. Fatih be over your program. In program don't go out yesterday at Channel 5. That family swap. So now that program they don't she needs to give us our program. Are you gonna deal with her or am I gonna deal with her?
When are you don't start?
Okay. I'll give her a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll remind you. Are they home tomorrow anyway?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah? Okay, we'll catch up by 1 hour. Okay,
well done.
bye. Yeah, thank you. Okay, bye.